Welcome. This is John Bartos, President and CEO of the RPM Dashboard, and I'm very excited today to share with you probably the most powerful set of tools to improve performance in the staffing and recruiting industry that's ever been developed. If you're out there selling main sequence PC recruiter software, I want you to just listen for the next 3 minutes to really comprehend what your clients and potential prospects now have the ability to do with their organization. It's mind-boggling. When I take people through some of these demonstrations, it blows their mind because this is just not an applicant tracking system. It's just not a dashboard system or performance management system. It's a system that has an applicant tracking system, the best there is, one of the top performance management dashboard systems, and as well as connected with training and development tools. So they have a system to impact performance immediately to improve revenue. And that's what your customers and clients can now get through PC Recruiter. Now let's share this a little bit what I'm talking about. In combination with the ATS system PC Recruiter and the RPM dashboard and the next level exchange, our clients now have the ability to impact performance and improve performance almost immediately. It's not just an ATS system to track candidates and make sure you get candidates out. Now it's a powerful method and a powerful tool, if you will, to immediately impact performance and significantly increase revenue. Let me show you how that works. First of all, let's go through a demo to give you an understanding of how simple it is that you can share with a client or a prospect. Simply go to the main screen that you're all familiar with, hit the RPM logo at the bottom, and then you're now on the cloud-based solution that the RPM dashboard has. Now, let's talk about the RPM dashboard. It's a performance management system that helps somebody set goals. It calculates some metrics they need to achieve, no matter what goal they want to have. They want to make $100,000 a year or $1 million a year. It doesn't matter. Our calculator will figure out what they need to do on a daily basis and weekly basis in order to hit those numbers. The third thing it does, it gives them a series of dashboard views to tell them how well they're performing to goal. And it's real time. So every time you touch a button, things move. Perfect for the ADHD and all of us sales reps and recruiters and staffing managers out there. But probably more importantly, the fourth thing it does, it gives very specific measurements or suggestions on how to improve their performance today. We are seeing people all over the world increase performance 20%, 40%, 100% in the first quarter because now they can finally figure out that problem that's going wrong and what they need to do to improve on it. And also, as an addition, they can get training and development, video-based training and development through the next level exchange right in revenue performance management. So to make it simple, what would I say to your clients? It's the most comprehensive tool. Now, along with PC Recruiter, nothing like it in the industry that not only is the best ATS system in the world, but it's now the most powerful tool to impact revenue overnight. And that's what we're seeing. Let me take you through a quick demo. First of all, once we got to the cloud-based system, if you're doing a demo, all you need to do is type in group ID, PCR. User ID, you have two user IDs you can stick in, Bill or Martin. And both of them tell a completely different story that we have for you, but I'll put in Bill right now. Hit enter, and then you have a secondary password you need to put in. That's simply PCR, and hit enter. And that's going to bring you to Bill Kubitschek's dashboard page. And this is what the page that an individual contributor is going to see. A very comprehensive, real-time, if you will, system that tells them how well they're doing or performing to goal. Now, if I'm talking to a one-desk office, I would probably stay on this page right here and go over this page in depth. If I'm talking to a company owner with multiple offices, multiple AEs, project coordinators, staffing managers, I would quickly go into the company dashboard and take a look at it as a company as a whole first. Because once I took a look at it as a company as a whole, then I'd have the ability to share with them all about revenue performance management, what it's all about, to very specifically explain from a company perspective what's important in this system. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, okay, there's a lot to explain, but it's really very, very simple. First thing you do is log in, PCR, Bill or Martin, your choice, and then PCR again. If it's a large company, go to the company dashboard, get your little hand out there, jump on it, and just let the company owner know this. It's a very simple system that measures how well your company is performing. The goals of the company for the week are along the top. The first line is financial information. 5 weeks billed, year-to-date company, and then how every company, every account executive within that organ is actually doing for year-to-date or the last 5 weeks. The second line is very specifically trend information. So I can look at trend on any major metric to tell if I'm improving or not improving, to show me if I have a problematic area that I need to improve on. And then third line that's available in the RPM dashboard specifically is my ratios, which measure the primary ratios. And this is really, really important. This measures the activity, the primary activities on how well we're doing, from recruiting, marketing, matching skills, the quality of our job orders very specifically, and how well we're going to the marketplace. So it pinpoints every specific area that leads to a primary activity in recruiting and staffing to get better at what they do. And by pointing on a couple buttons, they can look at it on job order to placement ratio, and I have legends throughout this system to allow somebody to say, I don't know what a quality first time QC to first time send out ratio is. They can certainly bring up the legend, take a look at it, and not only find out what it is, but find out what the benchmark is. So it has great company information. But then what I would do very specifically, and guys, the demo should take less than 5 minutes, and you'll get somebody hooked on this. Then what I do is go very specifically into somebody's page. I'm going to go very specifically into my own page, Bill Kubicek, and I'm going to take a look at how I'm doing as an individual in terms of how I'm performing. Now, here's how you read the individual page, and every person will have their individual page. It doesn't matter if they're a researcher, if they're a project recruiter, a project coordinator, or they're an account executive. They would have a very specific page set up for them. Now, if I take a look at it, the goals for this individual for the week, Bill Kubicek, is here. CT means connect time, number of calls, number of conversations. And here's the great news. All the metrics are customizable. So if your clients or prospect them, call something, their metrics, something else that they need to measure, we will certainly change that within a few minutes within the RPM dashboard. Now, they're going to look at specifically their left-hand column here. And that's a column of how well they did from the activity metrics and result metrics for last week. They can take a look if they did well or not. If I take a look at red, means they're under 75% on the number. Looks like Bill took the week off here last week. So he had a kind of a tough last week in terms of activity, for not only activity as well as results. Connect time, calls, job orders, QCs, send outs, placements. Now I can take a look at how well Bill has performed over the last 4 weeks. That's not the most important thing, but if I want to pinpoint the very specific problem that Bill has, all I have to go do is take a look at his primary ratios. Now, his dollars billed to connect time hour says how well he is on the phone. And Bill is rocking and rolling the last 5 weeks, meaning he's doing some significant selling in terms of billings over the last 5 weeks. How good is recruiting skills? It's just candidate presentation to QC ratio. And it tells how well he's doing in terms of recruiting. And every 6.5 calls he makes, he actually gets a QC or candidate he's going to submit. Let's take a look at his matching skills. How good is Bill at matching? Well, matching means how many candidates I send in to how many actual QCs or send-outs I actually get. And Bill's fantastic at this. If I wanted to know the ratios, all I need to do is hit the legends on where he should be at. But this goes ahead and tells his primary metrics, how good he is at every aspect of the recruiting game. And we're taking a look at a problematic area right now, new marketing presentations to job orders. He's not doing too bad, but his job order to placement ratio is getting much, much better. So it tells him how well he's doing, how well he's not doing. He then would go into his trend tab to take a look at, you know what, let's take a look at very specifically his trends. And I can look at now an individual performer and how well their trends are going. Now, this is a great tool because people get conditioned as an individual contributor to take a look at their specific numbers, and they become an experts at the recruiting game. And that's what you want them to become, an expert at this game. I can take a look at how well Bill's doing over the last 5 weeks. It looks pretty good at candidate presentations. New market presentations, he's a little low, and he's got to work on those job orders. I can go back and take a look at 52 weeks. Since I think job orders are the problem, I can take a look at how well he's doing on job orders over the last 52 weeks. I'm going to turn off QCs and candidate presentations, and I can kind of see that the trends are, When Bill does new marketing presentations, he gets job orders. When he doesn't, as these things get lower, so does his job orders. Yeah, that's not a surprise to anybody for sure. So from there on, the third thing I do is go to the critical metrics page, which is very specifically the page that tells him how well he's doing in a metric. And we see there's a lot of areas that Bill's struggling with. But the first thing I'd probably go to is he's struggling with job orders. So let's go to the job order tune-up page. It says he's 38% of his number over the last 13 weeks. How do I improve? I hit that tune-up wrench, if you will. Now I got very specific suggestions on how I'm going to improve job orders. And I've got 6 suggestions on what Bill needs to do to get more job orders coming in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these suggestions change every 90 days. So he's going to get new things coming. But more importantly, not only does he get a suggestion on how he needs to improve this week to get better job orders, but now I can go to the next level exchange and watch the executing the marketing call. So I simply hit the module, next level exchange. I go into the next level exchange and I hit the rookie module, how to do more marketing. And now I'm integrated into not only a great ATS system, not only to a performance management system that pinpoints what I'm doing well and what I'm not doing very well, but it's giving me very specific suggestions to improve. Now I hook to a video-based training system based on what I'm not doing very well to get immediate training into how I do better. Now, this is the most comprehensive solution on the market today, which is a full 360. Not only do you have a system that takes data and gives you data back, now you have a system that is the greatest ATS system to grab the system and give the information back in a very efficient, effective format. Now it's hooked directly into a performance management system to give me these unbelievable dashboard views on how well it's working. But now I get video-based training on what my people are not doing well. So I don't have to be on top of everybody to make sure I coach them appropriately. The system coaches them for you. What's this system worth? Well, I tell you what, if it can improve the performance of your people by 40% a year, how much is that system worth? And by the way, the whole total cost of this system is pennies on the dollar compared to what the revenue they're going to get back from it. So if you take a look at if I'm demoing from there on, here's what I'd simply do. If I'm demoing again, I would certainly start from here. All you need to do is hit on the RPM dashboard. Bingo. And then the RPM dashboard logo will bring it up very specifically. I already got Bill Kubicek in. I'm going to go to the dashboard, look at his dashboard page. That's step number 1. All right. Step number 2, since I'm talking to a company owner, I'm going to the company dashboard page. Simple. So once I see the end, and what we're doing is showing the client some very unique dashboard views that are real time, that move. Once I take a look at the company dashboard, I show him the 3 different levels that he's taking a look at for his company. And you can see that it automatically calculates as I bring this stuff up. I'm then going to pinpoint a certain individual. And let's go to Martin now. I'm going to take a look at Martin's numbers. I'm going to take a look at his specific dashboard views. I'm then going to click on, from I look at his main dashboard, I'm going to look at his trends tab to see the trends to pinpoint a very specific issue. And then what I'm going to take a look at once I see a couple trends, pinpoint a couple trends, look at how he's doing the last 5 weeks. I'm going to go very specifically to the recruiters or staffing managers report card, which is critical metrics. And I'm going to very specifically pinpoint something he's doing wrong, hit the tune-up bar, bring it to the additional training needed, and then go directly from there, from all the suggestions you can do to improve the connect time per day, to the next level exchange and watch rookie module number 2, executing and planning. And then from there, I take less than 5 minutes to go through it and mention to my manager, if you will, or my prospect, that this is the most comprehensive tool in the recruiting and staffing industry to not only be the best ATS solution in the world, most effective and efficient, but now it's hooked to a performance management system and a learning and talent development system. So now you have not only 1-2 punch, a 1-2-3 punch to immediately impact the revenue and performance out of your people today. Now, my PC recruiter friends and family, there is no other system out there that can do this. You have something very, very unique in your hands. You probably have the next 120 days to have this very specific before somebody copies what we're doing. My suggestion is to call everybody you sold. I would get this a hold of every single prospect, and all you have to do is send a lead our way You don't have to send the lead to Next Level Exchange. I'll even sell the Next Level Exchange for you guys. I currently, in terms of RPM Dashboard, have a sales rep on the East Coast. I have a sales rep on the West Coast, and I have a sales rep in Florida. And we'd be happy to take your leads and sell this. And I'll even sell PCR for you, because we have been using, and every single sales rep who's with me has been using PCR for over 10 years now. So we know PCR very, very well. And we're joined at the hip with you guys to help you be successful as well. If you have any questions, this is John Bartos. Feel free to call me at any time. If you need any help at closing any of the deals for PCR or RPM, I'm here to help you be successful. My goal for you personally is to help double your income this year. And if I can do that in any way, I'd be happy to do that. Feel free to call me. It's John Bartos. I'm at 513-701-5904. That's my direct extension. My cell number is 513-515-1267. I look forward to helping you be successful in achieving your dreams and goals in life in 2012. Thanks, guys.